my name is Elsa Heinke, and this is a crash course. Today, we're going to be talking about E. Cummings. So, who really was E. Cummings? E. Cummings was an American poet born in 1894 in Massachusetts. E. Cummings studied Greek and Latin. He also attended Harvard and also earned his bachelor's and his master's there. If you look up E. Cummings, especially in the Poetry Foundation website, you're going to see tags under modernism, concrete poetry, and being a World War I poet. So, E. Cummings was enlisted in the war. He was drafted in 1916, which is also when he began writing poems, and he was drafted in France after he volunteered for an ambulance service. Then he was also drafted again in July of 1918. So E. Cummings started writing poetry as early as 1916, right before he went into World War I. In his poems, E. Cummings uses figurative devices such as similes, metaphors, onomatopoeia, and he has kind of an overshadowing theme of using punctuation to break up the text, and he makes each poem an experience for his audience. So I analyzed a couple poems of his. I analyzed Crepuscule, and this was one of his early poems. It's one of the first poems that he wrote during World War I. And it's really uncomfortable, and he's declaring something that he's going to be doing, and he uses a lot of imagery in his language. And I quote, steeped in burning flowers. He uses simile and metaphor, and he gets really graphic in how he's like in his language. He exaggerates a lot, he gets very physically descriptive, and it just overall makes a very unpleasant and gruesome, image, and it's very critical and analytical. He also has a range of how he uses his diction, because he also can use this in a completely paradoxical way, and he can make his poems very enjoyable and light and just very peaceful and relaxing. So another poem I analyzed was from 1961, right before he passed away, and this was Two Little Whos, and it's just very tranquil and positive and almost melancholy in some of the content. But overall, E. Cummings uses a lot of diction and punctuation to break up the text, and he really is good at showing his emotion and his experience, because he can kind of illustrate some of his experiences through the war and just who he is and his view on romantics, I guess. But that's all for now on E. Cummings. I'm Elsa Heinke. Go ahead.
Roll 'em.